when last we left our troop of troublemakers,
Not intentionally.
they had to deal with the aftermath of a train attack. Strange plant things. That is, they prepared to go splunking and conversed amongst themselves. Learned many things about people. It is weird that they didn't, like...
Sterilize the clones.
Sterilize the clones. Like, they just chose not to. They were like, oh, well, you know.
Yeah, we really delved into my anatomy then, that one. And,
yeah.
Not gonna lie,
I'm sure Ayla Secura is fine that Bly isn't sterilized.
Lewd.
You have no idea.
Listen. Yeah.
Like, it was one of those open secrets kind of thing. Like, everybody knew, but nobody really said anything.
There's a meme of, like, who's this? That's Jedi Master Ayla Secura. Wrong. Like, it hits him on the wrist. Who's this? That's Bly's wife.
I thought for sure you were going to say wrong, hits you on the wrist. Who is that? Mommy.
I was also going to say it's a dumb joke because I just think it's really funny that that's like the one thing that Kamino, like all the Kaminoans just did not foresee. It was just a huge oversight.
Where clearly they don't reproduce like we do. They make clones, so I guess they just might not have thought of it.
To be fair, their job was to clone. That was something Django could do.
Anyway, though, a successful repelling device was created because you guys found a massive hole in the middle of the cave system that people were mining where people went missing. And now I believe we successfully long rested. I made that clear, right?
No.
No, you didn't.
We ended off with Raestra forcing herself to get a psychometry reading from the thing. We have not had a long rest yet.
But we can, just crossfade into a long rest unless there is something you all would like to do. Any one of you would like to do.
No, but I would like to say that over the long rest, because I can change them out on long rest, I would like to change my goggles, since Lemmy has a flashlight installed to him, to climbing gloves.
Oh. Okay.
One of my techie powers, just in case.
Fucking artificers in my game. How dare I allow this?
Look, I have like basically the least amount of HP out of everyone in the fucking party. So like, you could kill me in one shot if you really wanted to. My con mod is non-existent. Jen. It is a +0.
It's fine. I'm being cheeky. Is there anything anyone else?
Nope.
Change out your force powers.
Are we dropping down the hole now, or are we?
No, well, I'm gonna like the next morning will happen. Travel will need to be there,
Gotcha.
But like you guys, the evening and morning is yours basically, in case there is any last minute prep or role playing. I'm not in charge.
How long is it going to take to travel there?
Just like the last time. A decent handful of minutes on the train to the destination, and then you guys have to walk down that tunnel, which didn't take a short amount of time, but it wasn't like hours.
Okay, I got something I think we could do.
Okay, I don't have anything I wanted to do in particular.
What does Cal want to do?
I will. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my force points all the way back up. I'm going to cast Battle Precognition on myself.
Mage armor, right?
That way I have, good old mage armor.
For Battle Precognition lasts more than 8 hours, you should consult a doctor. You should consult a force healer. Fuck, I am a force healer.
The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I could find Ash.
Yeah. She's not hard to find here. She's just she's been sleeping downstairs in the booth.
Good morning, Ash.
Morning.
You nervous today at all about the, check down the hole?
I mean, I'm not sure nervous is the right word. I mean, we saw those things run those people through, so, like, obviously we're up against something, strong and intelligent, so, like, but I'm mentally prepared for that, I guess. Like I'm cautious, certainly, but I'm just more hoping that we can find Tom and his gang, before anything bad happens to him. Hopefully nothing bad's happened to him.
Good. Excellent. It pays to be cautious, and then I'm going to cast Force Vision.
Ooh.
Enjoy that extra D20.
Yeah, so it's just a luck point, basically?
When the chosen creature makes an ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw before the power ends, it lasts for an hour. That's why I asked earlier. It can dismiss this power on itself to roll an additional D20 and choose which of the D20s to use.
Yeah.
So it's a luck point.
Yeah.
Luck. Though I think it's better than luck. I think luck states you have to use the new roll. This
no,
one lets you choose.
No. That's how that's why the lucky feat is really good.
Yeah. You can also, if an attacker rolls a D20 against you, you can use the same D20, and you can decide whether it'll take the one that it rolled or the one that you rolled.
Yeah.
And this also applies after advantage or disadvantage as well.
Yeah, so but it's a luck point.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Cal. Much appreciated.
Of course.
Alrighty. No other prep, right?
Nope.
I was gonna have one thing, but I'm currently away at the moment. So,
Okay.
You know what? We can skip it and we can move on.
No. What's the thing?
When Cal turns the corner,
Please don't punch me.
I'm going to literally declare sneak attack, and I'm going to fire a stun bolt at him.
Oh. Okay. Roll to hit. I imagine this is in the evening before the long rest, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so no battle precognition.
No, he would have had it from before.
Oh.
Because he cast it on himself before the fight with
did you?
Plant people.
You did.
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, you're correct. Okay, so yeah. Roll that to hit.
Alright, cool. What's your AC, Cal?
14.
I rolled a 10.
Oh no. He you turn a corner, Nick's yells, sneak attack! And just the startlement of that makes you like jolt. Your body jolts to the side, and the stun bolt that was aimed at your center mass like misses your torso because you contorted it in such a way in fear.
Sneak attacks don't work unless you're actually like being sneaky about it. Yelling sneak attack ain't how this works.
Point is that you're ready. Training started yesterday.
But it's the night before.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the point.
I assume I'm allowed to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that cruel. I'm certainly not Creed.
Raestra's gonna put a hand under his shoulder and go, "Did they jump you while you were asleep?"
Constantly.
That's cruel.
It was more so in jest than it was in training. And I was the heaviest sleeper out of the four of us.
It's true.
It was usually Ranger's idea, though. He was the troublemaker.
Yeah.
Creed just kind of let it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm glad I got out of this one.
Yeah. When we get off planet,
Good.
Weapons training is next.
Oh boy.
I mean, we all remember how it went last time, right?
So uncivilized.
So uncivilized.
Oh, you think again when I get one of these, I point to one of my blasters? Absolutely not. No, we're going to teach you how to utilize that lightsaber of yours effectively.
I feel like this is culturally appropriation. I feel like...
I would like to sleight of hand his lightsaber.
Off him?
Yep.
Sure. Roll that sleight of hand check. A 10?
I really hope this works, because if it doesn't,
no,
the
Cal's passive perception is higher than a 10. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, it's a 14.
It's a 14, okay. Hold on, wait a minute. What's my sleight of hand again? Okay, so it's a +5. All right, so that's not.
Oh, so that's a 15 then. So you do. It's not like ninja invisible. Like your hand comes back from reaching out. Like, and Cal notices that when your hand comes back, that his lightsaber's in it.
Oh,
and then, and we're inside while I have this, right?
Just do.
Yeah, you guys are still in Earl's apartment. Earl's flat.
I'm going to ignite it and get into a first position. Like a standard first position.
Would Nyx even know what first position is?
Yes.
Kendo, he's seen holos of Jedi.
Well, not just that, but also, so me as the player, Benton, did not know that humans and clones were separate races. So I picked the human race when I made him. Also, as a fighter and being a weapon, no, not proficient with light weapons, unless I take the weapon expert feat, which I did. To show that Nyx learned a thing or two from Rey.
So he plants his feet in that good triangulation, one behind the other, and the elbows are out and the and the blade close to his body. And it's at that Earl storms down from upstairs. It's like, what? Wait, activate a lightsaber in my house.
I put it away and I hand it back to Cal.
We don't want Imperial heat. Jesus, Jesus Force. By the chosen one.
By the Bendu.
By the Maker.
By the Ashley. Jesus.
Yeah, what?
There's no...
Hello?
Say your thing, yeah.
He said by the Ashla, so I was making a bid.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sorry. Yes, I'm Echo.
So after I pass it to Cal, I just kind of whisper him, not threateningly, but definitely with cause for some concern. Be ready for some health training. It's very clear Nyx is going to enjoy this a lot.
Might want to start with sticks, Jesus.
I get the feeling he's going to get some catharsis out of this.
Probably.
I get the feeling I'm just going to get some flashbacks out of this.
Probably.
Don't work him too hard. He's our support. He's important.
I'm the white mage, and you do not fuck with the white mage.
Is that everything everyone wanted to do?
I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
The next morning comes, and a little alarm chimes from Earl's room. Well, Earl would have taken the couch if anyone else wanted the bed. And you guys will gather around the table over breakfast, and Earl will give a little bit of a rundown about basically things like, now we're just scouting. We're looking for information. We're not gonna engage if we don't have to, especially since we don't want to make things worse.
Ash is fiddling with her new gloves that she is currently wearing.
And everyone's familiar with rappelling down straight surfaces.
Raestra nods.
Would Ash be?
Well, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You live in a mountainous and cavernous region.
Yeah.
Alright, so we don't gotta go over that, but be careful anyway.
Everything that I made is very sturdy. One of these could hold all of us.
Yeah.
But we all have separate ones, so...
Yeah. And I said they were backpack dealios, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's what I said last
I
time.
don't think you said that they were backpack dealios, but you can say that they're backpack dealios now.
Yeah. That's what I was picturing. And so, a few other things you guys can discuss or theorize at this table if you would like. But if not...
I would like to get going.
Yeah. You guys board the work train after the whistle blows. A lot of people crowd into your car. Despite, well, it did manage to get a secret from the upper levels, but everyone heard what happened. And no one wants to be very far away from Earl or these mercenaries who fought off the Unav yesterday.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this train ride is uneventful. You get to the zone, pile off while people are waiting to pile on. The vibe, especially to those force sensitives, and especially you, Cal, since you're more attuned on your emotional vibe checks, is a lot more tense among the waiting crowd of miners because of what happened yesterday. Someone died. But it's not like whispering and gossiping. It's eerily silent. No one wants to talk about it. you know, but like everyone's casting glances and shuffling, you know. But Earl converses with the foreman only shortly. He had calmed him before to tell him the plan and what needed to go down to investigate about the cause of this. And so just like a couple words were exchanged, and the little large-eared man just nods, making his ears like bounce. But then you guys head off into the cave. You guys a little more armed with not glow sticks, there's a Star Wars word. Glow rods.
Glow rods.
Yeah. Glow rods and any other form of light that you probably would have prepared, but glow rods should suffice, especially to leave a trail. This is good spelunking, you know, practice. Leave a breadcrumb trail to find your way back, especially if stuff starts to split off and taper off.
Always put it on the right side, so then you could follow it on your way back on the left. This is Minecraft rules.
Mm-hmm. Minecraft. If you're good at Minecraft, like us. But, just a little...
I'll join you guys in a second. I'm just gonna dig straight down here.
No, don't dig.
You know, you've never been mine and never dig straight down.
It's another smack as you hit the lava.
No! Cal is legally not allowed to die.
It's true.
If Cal leaves this game, I leave this game. just putting that out there. Yeah, no more Star Wars game.
I love it, because he is, like, the most likely to die.
No ashes. I think Cal has, like, 1 more HP than her.
My AC without Battle Mind is 11.
Yeah, but you have Battle Mind.
Yeah, but you're a fucking sorcerer. You're not supposed to have good AC. That's not what you're for.
That's what Raestra and Nyx are for.
But you do eventually reach the hole of destiny.
Of destiny?
Did we name it that? I don't remember naming that.
No, I called it that. And this time, now that plenty of equipment was brought, Earl cracks a glow rod and drops it, and you guys see the light.
Why was I ready for you to say crack up first?
I just need a drink real quick. Remember, drinking and spelunking is always a good idea.
No!
Cracks open a cold one with the boy.
With the boy.
It's all of the branding is Bud Light, right? The colors, the font, but it says Jawa juice.
God, don't drink the Jawa juice.
Oh god, that shit's piss water anyway.
Yeah, but hits the spot. No, nobody's drinking on the job right now. He cracks a glow rod and drops it down, and you guys watch the light. And it's like rather fascinating at first because it sends out like this disc of light to all the walls of this hole, right? And you watch it until it's a speck, and then until there's nothing. And you all strain. You can make perception checks if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
That sounds good. Ooh. I got a 15.
I got a total 20.
I got a 21.
I got a reality check.
Which means
8.
Which translates, okay. Cal and Ray, you think you just didn't hear it hit the bottom? You're like, oh man. Nyx and Ash, through like, you were just like, you were straining, you were focused, you laser focused on this thing. Your ears completely in tune. You're certain it didn't make a noise. You're certain that if it did, you would have heard it.
That's unsettling. Which means a soft bottom.
It's either a soft bottom or a lot deeper than we thought.
Could throw a bigger rock.
Way to find out. Throws this rope down there.
Well, no, there's no... So we're not throwing the rope down. Like I said, you guys got a backpack situation, so you're gonna anchor yourself up here and start going down, yeah. So you get the pitons, the pitons, the pythons.
I think it's pythons, yeah.
Yep.
Python sounds dumb, though, so... Python sounds like something a Gen Zer would name their baby.
Yeah.
Come on, Python. Come get your granola.
And that's not a dig at Gen Z. Gen Z's fine, before anyone gets mad. You just tell me that I'm wrong.
No, it doesn't sound like something they would name their kid. It's something they would totally name their cat.
Python, isn't that like a type of code?
No, that's Python.
I thought...
Oh, you're right.
Python,
that's a type of snake. Sorry.
You're right. That's awesome. You got me there.
Anyway.
Just like C++, which is my intelligence.
Generation stereotypes aside, let's keep moving.
Yeah. So you guys, and Earl actually insists on doing this for you guys. He like turns the pickaxe, 90 degrees, yeah, so that the flat end and ping the pythons into the. Would it be better the wall or the floor? Usually the wall, right? So it can go through easier.
Well, you don't want it to come out.
It's true.
Did you know that we are all unathletic nerds and have no idea about how
climbing works,
repels correctly?
Yeah. How climbing or spelunking works. It probably
we do the thing that makes it safe.
Yeah, we definitely
do the thing that makes it safe. It makes sense for it to be in the floor because it's otherwise then it's like it can't easily like slip out because if it's like if the rope is at all parallel to the piton, it's just gonna come out.
You're right. The harnesses are checked. Ray, yours is a little too tight. Either you need to adjust it or ask somebody to.
Yeah.
You're just thick built.
I'm large. Raestra is large.
6'3" in a compact.
Yeah, God.
She's the tallest one here currently.
But everyone now, marching order is not the right word. I guess it's dropping order, but this is important. Who would desire to go first, and what's the order?
Ash wants to go first.
Sure thing.
Nyx will follow suit.
I will be after Nyx.
All right.
I will go last.
Second to last because Earl wants to be last, which is smart. The two experts on either end in case something happens. And you guys, so as soon as like the leverage, the like angle and leverage is set up and you guys go down a bit, it's starts to become that you can just like hang on to your cable and activate the thing, and you guys are kind of just lowering, right? You don't have to like kick off the wall or pseudo walk down the wall, right? Which you probably start off doing that just to get a little far out and then, get your footing. But this goes on for a while.
Lemmy's doing his rotisserie staircase with a light.
And like the moments like drag on. At first it's like, oh man, what are we gonna see? What are we gonna do? And like then it starts to get a little boring. The moments drag on as it's just like, are we even going down? But every once in a while you definitely are, because you see that there are like offshoot caverns that have openings and they go off a ways. Most of the ones you see have a clear dead end that your light can shine upon. They don't go very far. One or two look like they turn off in a direction, but nothing seems out of the ordinary about any of those directions, right? Nothing, no mushrooms, no signs of anything treading there recently. And it's about 5 minutes pass before there's a kind of two openings, one after the other, like one to your right and one to your left that's a little bit lower. And as like some of you are looking to the right one, I'll say definitely Cal and Nyx, you look down and to the left and you see movement in that cave. It looks like something scurried off down it. You can make, that's like for free because this thing wasn't stealthing, but you can make perception checks to make out any more details.
Do I pick up anything with my, I guess no, it would have to be connected to the ground for me to pick it up, I guess.
Yeah, it's true.
Are we all allowed to, or just Nyx and Cal?
If they would like exclaim, I'll say it's fair that you all are allowed to. Don't want to adjust.
Can I flash a light in that direction?
Look, over there!
Yeah, precisely.
14.
Like, zoinks!
I got a...
I think it might be what we're looking for.
To jail with you!
I got a 9, unfortunately.
I got an 8. I rolled the exact same number I rolled last time. To jail with you.
To jail!
What'd everyone else get?
14.
I rolled a 17.
17. Both Ash and Nyx notice, oh, that thing looks bipedal. like just the motion, and it wasn't small. It appeared kind of tall actually, but that's all you got.
I absolutely have my blaster ready.
Nyx, you rolled a little bit lower. Ash, you rolled a little bit higher. You squint your eyes as like the thing lowers to get you like level, and you see like a little bit of glow that isn't the color of you guys' glow rods or flashlights. That it like turns the corner. It's like it had already turned the corner, but there's some form of light that was around the corner that disappears. You know what that looks like, right? The light just kind of goes away as it like kind of shone off the walls. It was with a 17. I'll say like mostly. I think this will work out. It was a deep blue, kind of like your skin.
Well, I mean, I got the 14. I think Nyx got the 17.
Oh, really? Oh, well, unfortunate. I got it mixed up. I'm sorry.
Then I notice it.
Yeah, exactly. Just take all that everybody said, but the clone and not the triggered.
Yeah. Nyx is gonna have his blaster ready, and wait for everybody to start making movement towards the direction we're going. Yeah. He'll also inform. He'll let the group know that like he spotted something as well.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly deep enough. Earl like looks up, and then down, and then across. Well, we can follow it. Let's go. He usually there's like a system where you guys throw a rope or something and try to like but he like just reaches his hand out and like Nyx first. He actually Ash first because she was the lowest. He just like swings her, just gets enough momentum for the rope to swing.
Yeah.
And you land on the lip, and then he does it to you, Nyx, and then Ray, then Cal, and then no force. He just kind of uses his lower body strength to swing himself like a swing.
Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful leg.
He does not skip leg day. Not even once.
Yeah, I know. From what I hear, sex is very good for that.
Can we go one day on this planet without mentioning sex?
That was not in character. I did not use the southern accent. That was an out of character comment, bitch.
Leave it in though.
But leave it in.
I'm leaving it in.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. So you guys quickly, like, everyone kind of detaches from their ropes, and there is Earl quickly pitons one down here, and you all like attach it to that piton so it doesn't go anywhere. Python. I said all three in one sentence because that's fun.
Piton.
Pit on these nuts. Anyway. Yes. The best ones are the ones that don't make any sense. That's why I like doing it.
A ton of cock in your mouth.
What?
I don't know. Sorry, that's not a good joke. I don't fucking know.
More like Hades nuts, am I right, Father?
I want you to put on those milkers.
Wait, what?
Anyway. And you guys make your way, unless there's somebody wants to stop and look around for something, you guys can go around that corner and deeper into the cave.
I'm following everyone else's lead.
I guess Ash will take point, I suppose, with me providing light.
The marching order stays the same as the dropping order?
I suppose so.
Okay.
Interesting.
However, even though I have my blaster out and ready, I'm going to have the guard reaction ready.
Ah, you're good. You have that, right, as a fighter?
Everybody has that. It's an action anybody can take in this.
You can take
system.
Not as a reaction, of course, but you can like say I'm taking the dodge action and then using my movement to go forward.
I'm preparing the guard action, I should say.
Yeah. You can prefer spells, but I get what you're saying. You can do that. I find that fair if you're being careful and not like rushing down this hall.
And it's going to be on Ash.
So, So are you guys like power walking, or are you gonna like tiptoe Scooby-Doo style
through the window?
Tiptoe through the window. Anyway. It's by Tiny Timothy and and the modal notes. Notes.
My brain also wanted to say in the modal notes.
Early jizz.
Wait, do we want to be stealthing, or are we just booking it after the creature to make sure it's not...
I say stealth. I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will temporary boost myself.
Oh, no. Well, we'll see.
Well, it definitely helped, I guess. That's a 15 from me, Chief.
Ooh.
It's an 11 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hiten, roll stealth. Oh.
Yeah, everyone's rolling stealth. Including...
All right.
We're rolling stealth.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, that's a 2 on the die.
Oh, no.
You too?
That's a 3.
That's a 9. Or do you have disadvantage?
I do, because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Can I have my force vision back?
No.
I rolled... No, I didn't roll a 2. I rolled a 5, sorry, so 7.
Earl rolled real well. So this will be interesting. So I heard 15, 11, 7. What did you get, Cal?
3.
Oh boy, a 3. Okay.
The dice tell a narrative, and the narrative is fuck
The
you.
narrative is fuck you. You just like kind of stumble and have to like throw a hand out to the wall. You don't fall, but like it makes a nice wet smack. A nice palpable echoey like you know. But you don't and in these moments, let's make a perception check.
Sure. Discard the
17.
dice, Heaton.
Jesus! 7.
13.
I'm fucking... This is dice number 2 in jail tonight.
What do we got? What do we got from other people? Perception check.
17.
17 is good.
I got a 17.
Oh, Jesus. All right, maybe I shouldn't be using those dice. Perception. That's a 5.
Okay. Cal! The only good one.
13's not terrible.
The tunnel takes another right turn. It turned left and then went forward a good little bit that you guys are kind of like, and then it turned right. And as soon as you do, Cal, you notice it's rather far now. But Nick said it, and now you like see what he meant. There is like a soft royal blue, or like, yeah, more of a royal blue, like a dark blue glow. It's with that number, it's like fireflies. You know how like, oh, you know, they're not that bright, and they're definitely like very small sources of light, which is why it's like hard to even make them out. And like you can see there's like a little bit of movement, right? Like it has to be from something moving and living because there's movement. But that's kind of all you catch a glimpse of before it you know, disappears into the darkness again. And then you guys move forward a little more, just stealthing, just tiptoeing through the window, through the caverns. There's, at this point, I don't think, I was going to say there might be like drip drops, but I don't think there's water. But there is like eerie taps every once in a while. Like that like kind of echo through, like it must, like the sounds of a house settling, right? It's just like far away, distant and rumbling, but like you hear it down your tunnel, like impossible to tell which way it even came from. And it puts you all on edge to the point where, yeah, what I mean, at this point, each and every one of you get that unmistakable feeling that you're being followed. Like just however you flavor it for your person, like, oh, the force is giving you a warning, or it's just like your instincts wondering what's behind you.
Well, I've had this happen too many times to know what this is.
There's fucking bug bed in here.
I know we're all thinking it, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, same. Does anyone turn around?
Yes,
No.
Nyx does.
Not yet.
There's nothing.
Checks the corner.
You shine your light, there's absolutely nothing. Not even movement. There's less noise behind you.
Sus.
I don't like this very much at all.
I don't like this at all.
Okay. Idea. Each of us faces a different direction. That way nothing can jump scare us.
Something comes out of the wall. It's Freddy Fazbear. Roll initiative.
I don't want to fight Freddy Fazbear in Star Wars, Justin.
I want to go to a Vic and the Bith Boys concert.
Let's brawl, superstar.
I found your shield.
I just pictured the worst thing that I think I could have ever possibly thought of.
Say your thing.
I thought of Freddy Fazbear curled up. I thought of Freddy Fazbear, like, curled up, rolling at us at full speed like a fucking droideka. And then just, like, launching himself onto his feet.
Oh, no.
Hello there, superstar.
That one's awful. Mine was funny. I just pictured, like, Freddy Fazbear, like, taking the role of a Star Wars character. Luke, you have to use the Force.
You have to use your
Reach inside yourself, Luke.
You have to use your fast force.
Fucking
Don't
Freddy.
forget to use your patent pending.
I would hate to know what the Fazbear Entertainment version of the Force is.
Oh god, no, I know what I have to draw the most cursed image ever because my brain concocted it's fucking Freddy from fucking Security Breach, but he, like, his arms separate like fucking Grievous.
Another fine addition to my collection. Gregory.
Another fine addition to my collection.
I hate that.
You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts.
Hate that.
By Count Dooku.
You were my brother, Gregory.
I loved you.
He is more machine now than man.
Man.
No, it's the announcer, Freddy is now more machine than man.
Faith it, Freddy. I have the high ground.
Face it, Freddy. I have the high ground.
Do you guys,
Anyway.
do Cal's plan of, like, kind of scooching along in a circle?
You know what? Yes, only because the visual, the mental visual of that is hilarious to me.
Ash is still facing forward.
Man, I really just don't want to get jump scared by Freddy Fazbear. I'll look in any direction you want.
You guys get a little further down this kind of much longer tunnel that after that right turn. And
Gregory, have you ever heard of midichlorians?
Sorry, go ahead. I'm done now. I had that.
I will turn this game around. Give you something to cry about. Jesus, my lungs hurt from laughing. This isn't fair. D&D's a serious game. People can die. Star Wars is serious, guys. There are no puppets or silly spin
magic
moves in my Star Wars.
Star Wars is serious. There has never been anything goofy or stupid said ever. Not once, not ever.
Spinning's a neat trick.
Meanwhile, an Ewok walks around the corner with a spear.
Otiti!
All right, we're getting we're getting off track again.
Okay. You guys inch forward, looking all around, Scooby-Doo style. And it's a good bit down this hall before something happens. Things have grown eerily quiet at this point. Like, the settling noises seem to not... And maybe some of those noises might have been what you're pursuing ahead of you, echoing off the walls. But even that is absent now, as you just can kind of hear every soft footfall you guys sneakily make, right? And you can, like... You have your lights, of course, but you're all kind of huddled and, like, not quite shoulder to shoulder, but you can, just move your elbow a little and touch the person next to you, just for safety, right? But it is in this moment that nobody was looking up.
Oh, fuck.
I hate that.
So
wouldn't my tremor sense pick that up if it's, like, all connected?
No. It would normally, but these creatures are ambush based. They were holding still a very, very long time.
Damn. Fuck.
Shit.
Reaction guard.
Yeah.
My cheese, Rick.
Which provokes disadvantage, right?
Provokes disadvantage, but if he still hits, I take full damage.
Ooh, like max or?
Yep, max damage.
Okay, so these creatures were invisible and hidden, so they normally would have advantage, except against, I will say, Ash rolled high enough on her stealth, and so did Earl. We're going to go down the line. So, Ash, an attack against you. Oh, well, the dice I just threw it across the 12.
No.
Does not hit? All right.
Mm-mm.
These are rather small, not too formidable creatures. This is their one neat trick.
Cool, I literally kick Ash out of the way.
Nyx.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a natural 1. That one super misses. It wasn't even aiming at you properly.
Yeah, I roll around it. Combat roll.
Raestra, this one will have advantage on you.
Go for it.
Because it got you by surprise. 22.
I think that just hits. Yeah.
Man.
All right. And Cal. It has advantage. Also 22.
Oh my god.
It misses Earl. That was 5. So I just rolled the mechanics. Now I'm going to tell you what happened. So what happens is you guys are all kind of, Scooby-Dooing along. And there's a moment, right, where both Ash and Nyx, who are the most up front, kind of hear it. There's like a soft, oh so subtle, like sticky sound above you. And it's in that moment where both Ash and Nyx realize the sound that these creatures drop from the ceiling onto you, coming uninvisible with their attack actions. And you all kind of look up at the same time to see. All you see from this angle as it comes down upon you are just kind of a circular shape and teeth, not like a starfish. What's the one that just has a lot of teeth all around the circle?
Oh.
Just like they're tiny, sharp, like barbs all around this
Lampreys?
circular opening. Yes, lampreys. Just like a lamprey, and it's kind of open and coming down at you using gravity to its advantage. And Nyx, you push Ash, and it like misses and like hits her shirt. It hits like the tough part of one of her vest, and that motion sent you so bodily far that the one that was trying to land on you, Nyx, misses you entirely. Raestra, it gets right on your head, and the teeth sink in, and you take 10 points of kinetic damage. Cal, unfortunately, the same. The thing lands right, digging through your tendrils, and you take 10 points of piercing damage.
That fucking sucks.
One of them attempted to get on Earl, but he, like, sidestepped. The force warned him just in time. But now I need everyone to roll initiative.
No.
As it happens, I'll say, now looking at it, now that some are off to the side or on your friends' heads, these things look like, those spiral shells?
So...
Yeah. Yeah?
I'm gonna go to fucking bed.
No! Don't leave the game.
It's just one of those days, I guess.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take a nap here.
Taking a nap right here. But you guys know those spiral, like, shells that are, like, cones, but with a spiral? Their bodies appear to, like, be encased in something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see, like, underneath the bottom opening, the teeth are, like, sticking out. At least the ones that tried to hit you, their teeth, like, are still out and, like, seeing what they can do, like, going meh, meh, meh. And the ones that did hit you guys, the teeth are, like, you could barely see the teeth as they, like, most of them are in skin, and you can see the top of the teeth.
So how big are these things?
They are, like, Chihuahua-sized. Their size category is small, but...
Just a bunch of Chiquitas running around.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, they're shelled, kind of slug slug lamprey things.
Chiquita. I'm just picturing. I don't know why. I'm just picturing chihuahuas with.
I said chihuahua size because I wanted
shells.
to say dog, but dog did the wrong image in his.
I know, but just like chihuahuas with crayfish shells, or no, not hermit crab shells.
All right, they did not roll very high. So what's everyone's initiative? We got a 24, a 19.
I got an 18.
Okay. 24, 19, 18.
I got a 19.
What did Ray get?
I'll go last.
What did you get? They didn't roll very high either.
2.
2? Well, you're going last.
I mean, you rolled like what? I think it was a 3 on the die.
No, it was a 2.
Plus your dex.
Which is 0.
No, your dex is plus 2.
Oh. Why does it say my initiative is plus 0? Then it's a 4.
4? Still going last, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Top of the initiative, Nyx, you were ready. You were so fucking ready. Just not for a surprise attack from above.
Yeah.
But you were ready for something, so you are in action. There is one that has, like, it kind of landed on your piece of thigh armor. It didn't pierce anything, but it's trying to. There's one, it landed on Ash's vest right in front of you, right behind you. One is currently attached to Ray's head.
Okay, neat.
And Cal's.
Okay. First things first, I would like to utilize my blaster rifle to fire at the one on Ray first.
Okay. So you just, like, take a step back, level the carbine, and see what you can do. All right.
Yep. Don't move. Okay. That one's in jail. 23?
Oh, 23? That hits.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So
while he's rolling that damage, I did do a disservice. Ray and Cal, it touched your skin. I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
I rolled.
That's a natural 20.
You're
there
good.
We go.
Dog, I'm done.
Oh, no.
Instead?
Oh, no.
She rolled a 12 total.
Okay.
That was a 6. If you'll excuse me, I'll be picking my 4th
a 12
D20.
total?
Yes.
12 just succeeds.
I will be.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me, I'm now grabbing my 4th die of the night. No, my 5th die of the night.
You are neither of you are poisoned.
For the damage, I rolled 12 for maximum damage.
12 damage?
Yeah.
You, like, level it over your, like, forearm.
Yeah.
Take just a second to breathe in and aim this thing in the center
trigger.
of this thing's shell, and poof, it falls off of Raid. Like, just a hole all the way through it. There's, like, a moment where they're, like, you can see the cameras, like, at the other side of the hole, and we can see you through the hole.
Yeah.
And then it flops off of Ray. No, it is dead.
It is dead.
It is
All right,
dead.
cool.
You did its hit points.
Oh, good. It wasn't 5 feet within someone else, right?
You guys said you huddled up close, huh? So yes, it
We
was
did.
close. It was close to the one that's on Cal.
Okay, cool. So the one that is on Cal is going to take 4 damage as well.
4 damage. All right. I guess the bolt that goes right through, like, also singes into the top of this thing's shell, and it, like, it wiggles a little on top of Cal. Unhappy with that.
All right.
Is that all?
Yes, I'm not gonna use action surge just yet. So go ahead.
Cal, it is your turn. You are not poisoned, but you are technically grappled. I won't say your speed is 0 in this instance because this thing is small. It's not holding you in place, but it's holding itself in place.
Okay. Boy howdy, what do I want to do?
You can attempt to use your action to get it off you.
My strength is 8.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
my
unfortunate,
dex is
yeah.
a 12. I could try to do it with force push pull, maybe? I don't know if I'm allowed to
I
do
would
that.
allow that, but you would just be trying to escape your grapple with a wisdom check versus anything else.
I'm not gonna lie, that would actually be better.
If you
than
desire, but you
even
are
my
just
strength or
spending
my
your
dex.
action to get it off you and not anything else. So
Yeah. I mean, I can do something as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's true. So, go ahead.
Please. That's a 21.
Oh yeah, you're good. It hurts. It really hurts. It sucks. Killer headache, you know?
Yeah.
You take a deep breath in and raise your hand and move it casually to the side as if like swiping right on a data pad, and pop, the thing like kind of just tumbles over to the side of you onto the ground.
I am quickened power healing right now.
Do it.
I'm doing this to myself.
We'll say mechanically you should have quickened the cantrip and then cast this,
fair.
but that's I'm not going to say you don't do that because you didn't word it correctly. I'm not a douche. So
okay, that's 3 + 4 is 7 health back.
Nice. Almost all of it. You like
Almost
put your hand on the top of your head and tentacles and take a deep breath in, and as you do, the like wound closes faster, and like the bleeding definitely less, because you were like the blood was like coming down the side of your face because it had like opened you up.
Yeah.
But now it's just there. It's just there on the top of your head. It's fine. Much less now. Does that end your turn, Kalsheen?
It sure does. It's about all I can do.
Asha, it's your turn.
Cool. I was gonna try and be cool and use my grappling hook to yank it off of Cal's face, but it's already off his face.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm glad it's off your face.
So yeah, there's nothing's on anything, though. There is one like on you, just not actively grappling you. So same with Nyx, and same with Earl in the back.
It's true, but like I don't have enough to take it out on my own, so I'm better off trying to.
I mean, there is one that's injured. The one that was on Cal and now on the ground next to him.
Yeah, you gotta take out the ones that already have HP missing.
You don't gotta do anything, but you know.
I don't gotta, but I would like to. I would, just to give myself the best possible chance. I'm gonna take out my little cryogenic burst thing, and I'm gonna try and fire it at the one that hurt Cal.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
18 does hit.
Fuck, champ. That's 1d8 cold damage. Minimum damage 1.
Ooh. Well, it's bloodied now.
I'll give a potent aptitude to Cal.
You do like slow it, right? With the cryogenic burst.
Yeah, 1 slowed level until the start of my next turn.
That's like 5 less feet of movement, right?
I can check while we move on to. I give a potent aptitude to Cal, so Cal has a D4, and then
you got it. Please don't die. Please don't bleed out from your head. And at that we look down. The camera like pans down to the one she just shot, and it's
speed reduced by 15 feet.
It made a little like by 15 feet. Ooh, that matters. It made a like sound when it got shot, but it starts to, and it does move like a snail. It has like
gross.
Just little. It's sluggish, and has like
sluggish.
But it's just kind of inching towards Cal's foot, and it does make it to Cal's foot, but that's all it can do with its movement reduced, and so it tries to bite Cal's foot. It only rolled a 9.
Tries to bite me. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
You like just kick it. Just like move your foot, and it goes further away from your foot and can't move anymore because of how cold. It's cold-blooded. Asha froze it. Very good there. Very good move. That was that one. The one on Nyx is like on his thigh. It's gonna like move to a part where there's no like plasteel armor. It's not plasteel. It's the clones were made of something else.
Durasteel. And he's not wearing his clone armor.
Well, you're still like you're in your outfit. There's some thigh protection there.
I'm in the standard armor. Yes.
Yeah. But it goes to like a soft spot on the inner thigh and tries to. It's like teeth come out and cinch in as it tries to do a bite. That is only a 7. It does not hit.
Bitch. No, 16.
You just like whack it and it falls and lands on your other calf.
Get the fuck off. Think.
Yeah. The one on Asha is gonna try and hit her in the tummy. That's a 19.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's unfortunate. 6 points of kinetic damage.
Ah, fuck.
Constitution saving throw.
Cool. At least I'm proficient in these. That's a 12. That will pass.
12 just saves. You guys are lucky.
Jesus.
You
Come
guys
on,
are
guys.
Lucky boys.
We gotta shake the cobwebs off.
You guys are lucky boys. And then that's that one. That one's dead. That was that one. The one on Earl. Earl actually like thwacked it away. And I think this one rolled and is near Raestra. And it's gonna go down up the back of her thigh and try and do a chomp. Whew! That's another that's a 23 this time.
Jesus, Justin.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna just hang on.
6 kinetic damage. No, it's fine. It's 6 kinetic damage. It's less
No, it's
because
cool.
no gravity.
It's fine. I'm gonna just.
You already saved against the poison. You're good. So.
Well, it's good to know.
She's on the floor.
Listen, everything's gonna be fine.
It's fine. It's alright. I'm alright. It's fine. It's cool.
Oh, nothing can hit me. My AC is 21 because I have a Beskar shield. And then I'm gonna lay on the floor like a toddler when something hits me.
Justin, I haven't rolled double digits all night!
She hasn't rolled anything above, like, a 5 this entire time.
That's true. That's about the highest thing I've rolled all night was a 5.
That is true.
But
you are useful, and it will happen. And I believe in you. It's at that moment, like, all of that, like, climbing up legs and biting happened at the same time, and we're gonna over to the back of the line where Earl is, like, already rearing back his pickaxe to, I guess, at this point, the closest one to him would be, and this would be the one he would want to hit anyway, because it's already hurt. The one that was on Cal. So we'll roll for posterity, but pretty sure that's for sure gonna hit. And, oh yeah. He, like, there's like it pierces the shell, and also there's like a squishing sound, right? And it's dead. But he, like, hits it 2 more times. Like, just little bugger.
These things are fucking
yeah.
nasty.
I
Alright.
hate everything about this.
I don't even know what they are. It's Griff. And he says that, and the words echo out to forward to the front of the line where Nyx is. What do you do, Nyx? We're at the top of the order again.
Wait, Grace gets to go.
Oh wait, you're right. I'm so sorry.
So bad, you can just forget me.
I was gonna have Earl go at the bottom of the initiative anyway. I shouldn't have forgotten you. I'm so sorry. You're already feeling bad. I was only teasing earlier, but I don't want you to feel bad. What do you do, Raestra? One just bit your calf, and it sucks. It hurts.
Box, I'll attack the one that hit me. Get a box. My gray one, please.
Well, you put the gray one away.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it betrayed me again, so I'll... Oh, good! Fucking... Oh, we finally reached double digits! It's fucking...
What'd you get on the die?
10.
6, so 16.
Yeah.
16 definitely hits.
Okay.
Is this with the sphere?
Yes.
Okay. So you just, like...
Do I have to...
like, just
Not yet,
straight down.
I play the same class in so many games, I keep forgetting where I'm at in each fucking game.
Are you two-handing it or one-handing it?
No, I'm one-handing it.
Then a d6.
Oh, that fell out.
Plus strength mod.
6.
6 damage?
Yep.
It is bloodied.
Cool.
Ah,
See, you did something!
I will return to my spot on the floor.
Listen, I've had those days too.
Beneath my desk, where I may be forgotten.
You're not. I'm so sorry. I did not mean.
This is why I'm here. This is why I need to be at every D&D table, because I don't forget things that are not mine.
Ray raises the spear straight up, her hand over her head. Raise her fist before she spoke. Motherfucker! And straight down, and there's a sickening crack as it definitely breaks some of that shell that it's in, and it makes a little like a little high pitched squee. Only you guys had salt. No, I'm kidding. It wouldn't insta kill these things.
I always have salt.
My bat salt. My bat salt.
We only have pepper because that's the only thing Kale will consume.
And she still has the spear downward. And we spin the camera forward to the front of the line where Nyx has his own problems. That one's still on your leg. It didn't successfully bite you, but it's still on your leg.
Justin, can I whack it with my gun?
Yeah, you can pistol whip it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pistol whip it.
It'd be like a D4 bludgeoning plus dex. I don't see why it wouldn't be finesse.
Yeah.
But it's technically improvised. No. If you have guerrilla warfare, right? If you train to hit people with your gun, that's fine. I won't call that improvised.
Yeah. Well, it's guerrilla warfare mixed with onslaught style, which allows me to do stuff. Okay, and I also have close quarter shooting, so technically speaking, I could shoot myself in the leg.
If you want go wrong. If you want to just hit it, that's fine as well.
You know what? I'll just shoot it with my blaster. I'll just aim at my leg.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna go bad, right?
Oh well, yeah.
Oh shit! No, that fell off the table. All right, one sec. Here we go. Boom. 13.
13 just misses.
Oh fuck me! Running.
The ground instead of it. You singe the tip of the shell, but nothing else. You're fuck bitch, quick. And that
if I disengage it, that doesn't get it off me, right?
It's on you. It's sticky.
Yeah, it's stuck to me.
Well, right. It didn't successfully bite you, so you're not grappled. So sure, if you use movement to get away from it, I'll just say you bap it away. As
sure.
Part
well,
of that
I was
movement.
I was going to use my bonus action to. Well, I guess I don't need a bonus action if you're just going to let me move. I'll just.
But it will get an attack of opportunity. So if you can disengage, I would. So.
Yeah. I'll reaction disengage.
Reaction to getting hit because it will roll its attack of opportunity and you can disengage as
correct
an answer to being attacked. Okay, that's what I figured.
Correct. Yes.
So it you step your thigh back, bring your knee up to and then it tries to bite your knee, but you're no, you shimmy step back.
Yeah, fuck off.
And then put your gun down at it, and it makes click sound, and it's in that moment we right next to him too, which he kind of backed up right next to you, Ash, probably. But it is Cal's turn. We forward. The one that was on you is dead. There is currently one on Raestra's calf that is injured. She's stuck a spear at it. There is one that Nyx just kicked off himself, and one is currently biting onto Ash's torso.
Okay.
The closest one to you would be the one on Raestra, because you were closest to Raestra.
I'll help Raestra out. I'll light my saber and I'll try and hit it.
All right. Just a kind of straight down.
Yeah.
Parallel to the spear that she lowered down on it.
That's a 19 to hit.
For sure hits. Give me the damage.
That'll do 4 energy damage.
That is precisely the amount of health that it had, so how do you want to do this?
I'll just bat it away.
Yeah. Your lightsaber, the heat singes through the cracks in the shell that Raestra made, and it even cuts its own through. It's just that clean cut in half, when in Clone Wars when they cut the droids' guns. And it both pieces go flying down and out from the momentum of your swing through it, and it is no longer grappling you, Raestra. It is dead. Is that all you can do, Nyx? I mean, Kal'Shin?
Does anybody need healing?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Ray's taking quite... She is, like you, blood's trickling down both sides of her face.
I will quickened power, give life.
Yeah.
So you can have one of my short rest die.
Yeah. Is that a touch one? You gotta hold hands in Kumbaya this one?
Yeah, it's a touch one.
Okay.
Hold the hands, Kumbaya.
You see the bleeding's coming from her head, so you reach up and touch the crown of her head because you figure it's where it hit you. It's probably where it hit her. And you roll the dice. It's a d6, I imagine, right? Is it plus anything or just?
Yeah, it's a d6. Just says you spend and roll one of your hit dice, and the creature regains that many hit points.
Spending hit dice is usually plus your con, so I'm gonna say that's what happens. And if we decide otherwise, we can decide otherwise later. But so like plus your con, so you're basically spending a hit dice. So roll 1d6, add your con modifier. That's how much you heal her.
D6 plus con, that is 3.
You heal 3, Raestra. Not nearly as much on yourself, Cal, because, you're more in tune with your own body, obviously. And also, physically touching Raestra and, reaching out to her through the Force is... Off-putting is not the right word, but it's like... when you...
We're not completely in sync.
You're not completely in sync, there's some dark side, there's some baggage,
Yes, there's some dark side.
There's
just
some dark side. It's like when you pull ice cream out of the freezer and it's too cold in that moment, right?
I liken it to trying to mix water and oil together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blood gets all over your hand.
There you go.
But this one won't go on the Star Wars Dave Filoni cartoon. With all this bleeding. We're hardcore here at Star Wars First Resistance. And it's
no kidding.
It's the blood on his hand. He looks at it and then says that, and we go over to Ash, who is being accosted.
None of them are currently have any damage, so I'm just gonna take my shocky stick and try to hit the one that's on me.
Do it.
Cool beans. No. Oh, wait. No.
No. I say no, not you.
No. I rolled a 13. It's not
13
hit.
does not hit, unfortunately. So you're and you you can't manage to turn it on. You're getting it out and you're holding it reverse and you're trying to thumb the button and you can't, so you just wind up hitting the shell with just the stick in this panic moment. Because it hurts. It's not pleasant.
I'm gonna save my other potent aptitude. I don't know how longer I want to space him out.
So you're, and then that echoes through to you bonk the one on your torso and it kind of flexes. You see this shell move up a little and then down, and it will do a drill attack. These are no fun. Oh, but it misses. That's only 6.
Yeah, no.
So your whacking it has loosened it too much, and it can't dig in deep enough to start spinning its teeth and get deeper. So it's frustrated, and then we over to the one that Nyx kind of stepped away from and leveled his blaster. It has nothing affecting its movement. How far away did you move from it, Nyx?
About 15 feet.
15 feet. Its speed is 20, so...
You think they're fast?
Yeah, for snails, 20 is still not great. Onto your foot, and tries to get your foot.
I don't know, Justin. If a snail came running at me at 20 feet a second...
Per 6 seconds.
That's pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, well, it's because they're chihuahua size. They're not, only 6 inches tall. They're But that is only a 12 to hit, which I don't think hits you, Nyx. Right?
A 20 to hit? Yes.
A 12. Only a 12.
Oh, a 12. Oh, no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. So it just digs into your boot with its teeth. You hear a as it gets your boot, but nothing else. You don't feel anything.
This is terrible.
Yeah. And with that, after the Luca slug, the Luca slug, it's Raestra's turn. Are you ready to be?
Yep. I'm gonna go after. I'm gonna go after the same one Ash was going after.
Yeah, it's on Ash. Nick seems to have his handled, wavy hand. Ash is having trouble. Yeah, so.
Okay, there we go. Fucking 21. Finally. Christ. 15 on 21. The die, so 21.
21. That hits. You kind of take 2 big steps forward and like fencer lunge this spear forward into the thing. Give me the dabblage.
That's better damage.
This one is uninjured. Just
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Oh, it's so rough. It's so rough. You thoroughly crack this one's shell. This one's shell starts falling apart, and like pieces of it start falling down onto the ground as you just kind of like into it with that spear, and the spear is still like in its like sticky, massy flesh, but it is still unfortunately alive. Is that all you can do there, Raestra?
That is all I can do.
Alrighty. I think he's in the back, which is unfortunate, and this tunnel is not that wide. A check is going to be rolled. Oh, that's great. That's great. I love this. So Earl takes like 1 step forward, and his pickaxe is at his side, and he's looking up. He's looking up and forward, and he raises his light, and he squints, and he says, "There's more up ahead. Don't go forward." And he points.
Oh, there's more? Oh, wonderful. That's great.
Just don't move in their range. In fact, start coming back this way.
Can I see how many more there are? Sorry?
He rolled a natural 20 on perception with a plus 11. So these things are technically invisible. He noticed the like shapes. He noticed that there were protrusions, and like it was more like looking at the things around it when something like goes into active camouflage, right?
Yeah. Which
is higher than their stealth they rolled, so it's. And he also in this moment, would it be this moment? 2 rounds have passed, so yeah, I think so. All of you notice, because this creature is not stealthing, from the hall in front of you, something is approaching, and it's like sprinting. And as it gets closer, you can see it's glowing blue. It's going, at this moment, actually, it's glowing like a magenta. No, not a magenta, a maroon kind of deep red. And you see the light first, and then kind of hear these heavy footfalls. And then, as it gets closer, you notice easily that this is one of those plant creatures. Bipedal, 2 arms, a bulb head, bulbs at the end.
Running right towards us?
They're running right towards you from the other side of the hall. And it's this shade of red, I will note, is not the red glow from the ones that attacked you in the train. It's strikingly different, actually. And it has a spear in hand, and it's running with purpose, but not like battle cry. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get over there. All of you can read that in the body language. But that is what happens at the bottom of the initiative, as we kind of like we see that guy running, and we come back to Nyx, who is still pointing a blaster at this tiny thing that keeps coming at him. It's on his foot now, digging into his boot.
Yeah, okay. I see this thing running towards me.
Mm-hmm. Well, 2 important things. There were more up ahead, and you see this thing running towards you. And it's coming from up ahead.
Okay. See, I'm trying to figure out what would Nyx do in this situation. Because as of this point, he recognizes these plant creatures as active threats. So my question is he going to prioritize the slug on his boot, or is he going to shoot the plant creature?
Plant creature still has a good little bit of distance to cover. So if you want the tactical answer, it's gotta run its full movement before it gets within like spear throwing range of you guys.
Okay.
So you gauge you have a moment if you're asking about the tactical answer.
Okay. Then Nyx will does anybody else have these things on them?
Me.
Ash, and hers is on very low hit points because Ray fucking beamed it with the spear.
Gotcha. Then he's going to shoot the one on Ash first.
All right. So you just kind of
He prioritizes everybody first before himself. So
yeah.
14.
14 just hits.
Thank God. Okay. I can remember a 13 or 14 just missed. All right, here we go. 1d8 for a total of 9 energy damage.
It had 1 hit point. Not even.
It's just dead. It's shot off its body. Its remains scatter along the wall.
Ray broke its shell. Your blast hits the top of it and sears off a piece of it, and it flops down onto the ground with a sickly like a splat.
Yeah, and he's just gonna yell, "Back up! Back up!"
Oh, thank you.
Do you back up?
When it's my turn?
No, Nyx. I'm asking Nyx.
Yeah, Nyx is backing up.
Are you taking the slug on your foot with you, or do you wish to disengage from it?
I wish to disengage from it.
So you just kind of like with your foot, and it like goes up. It tries to bite again as you start to move, but you disengage as you're like, nope. Very good at
keeping these things off of it.
No, I'm thinking of a Star Wars joke. Hold on. At Sockler, back on Camino.
God.
Oh, God.
Is it really called Sockler?
No, I just made it up.
I was about to say, because I know football is technically canon in Star Wars. Because you see droids play it in a cantina in episode 2.
It's football on Coruscant. It's Sockler on Camino.
Jesus.
I hate that.
Yeah, but given the amount of creatures that participate in it, they kind of learned that it wasn't exactly accurate. They changed the name to Appendage Ball.
Yeah. It stopped. It's not the biggest thing. It stopped being fun when the Dugs like got way too good at it. They just beat everybody.
Obviously, the Hutts could never play it.
And that's why it's banned in Hutt space. They real bad blood about football.
Jesus, the Hutts banned it. It must be terrible.
Well, it's offensive. They don't have feet. They can't play. Anyway, how far back do you step?
15 feet.
Okay, that puts you like just a little. You like pass Earl, like touch his shoulder because that's a military thing to be like, this is where I am.
Yeah.
And just like one more step behind him as he's still looking up at the ceiling, but also like his eyes are trained on the approaching plant creature, Unav.
Yeah.
Nyx, that is your turn. Kalsheen, it is your turn. There is one living, unscathed one that is near Ash at this point that Nyx has been just juggling, but unable to scathe. But it, as far as the ones actively in combat, is all that's left.
Is the one with the spear still running at us?
Yes, but like I said, it's that Monty Python bit, right? Where he's like on the horizon.
How far is he?
You're trained enough to know, just like Nyx, you have a moment. You have a round before he's even close enough to even think about like saying something to you or trying to throw his spear.
He's more than 60 feet away?
For sure.
Okay.
Because you saw how fast these things can move.
Yeah, I was going to use Force Disarm at distant power, but at distant power it would be 60 feet, so.
Unfortunate. It would have been cool, though. Would have been cool.
It would have been very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in combat?
Ash, the thing is right next to her, because Nyx backed up, and he backed up because Earl said that there are more up ahead on the ceiling and to not go forward.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and swing at the one that Ash is dealing with, if that is okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't want Nyx's crappy leftovers.
There's no leftovers. He hasn't hit it yet.
I don't think an 11's going to hit, though.
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately. You kind of like a downward swing, but you're not used to targeting creatures that low to the ground, and you kind of just scrape the ground.
Yeah. Does anyone need healing? Is anybody going to call for medic?
I can function for now.
And if you are going to call for medic, you better do it like a Team Fortress 2 character, or I'm not doing anything.
Never played Team Fortress 2.
You know the lines.
I really don't.
It's just, you gotta say medic with an accent. I imagine.
Yeah.
Magic! Does that end your turn, Cal?
Yeah.
He had downward swing, missed, scraped the ground, and we over to, as he like leads back up, Ash is kind of like right next to him in this moment, and it is Ash's turn.
Cool. Jockey stick.
You turn it on, actually.
I managed to actually turn it on this time. How about? No.
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 You also hit the ground. And
these things only have an AC of like 14.
Evens or odds, Ash?
Evens.
It tries to crawl up your hand and get you in the arm. Ooh, that was a journey, but it wound up on a natural 1, so it just kind of just falls off.
I flick it off.
Yeah, you just bap, and it tink, tunk onto the shell hits the ground this time, and it makes a tunk sound.
Fucking hate this.
Raestra, it is your turn. You're also hearing this melee because you hit the last one that was on Ash.
I will. Help. Yeah, I'll help Ash again.
All right.
Redemption! Natural 20!
Yes! Give me the dabblage.
Come on. Oh, that would have been great. That would have been great!
That's still 14 points of damage.
Yeah, 14 points.
And that OTKs it. How do you want to do this?
Just cuts it right in half. It goes... Fucking Ash shakes it off, and then as it falls down, Raestra's just like, got it, sticks it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am not on my game today.
So this is do you move, Ray? With your movement?
I'll follow next.
You back up? Yeah. You back up on the other side of Earl. This plant creature, this Unav, is just kind of, and it leaps and goes down on all fours and trots to get a little closer, but you see in those moments it like notices that like you stab the last one, and it like stands back up and starts just running on its feet, on its legs, air quotes. And this is, I suppose, when a few things would happen, because it's not technically initiative. As it like, hold on, I'm gonna roll a dice or two. In fact, and also I will ask Cal, make a insight check, and you have advantage because emotions.
Okay, that's great. That's a natural 1. That's not much better though. That is a. Well, that's not too bad. That's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
That move of like going full speed and then not when the tensions end is weird to you, and it gives you pause. It like makes you think like why. And Earl has a similar moment where he's just looking intently at this thing approaching. His hand gripped on his pickaxe, and the pickaxe is like at his side. And there's like a moment as he considers, and then his eyes cast down and then back up at the thing, and he inhales and opens his mouth as if to speak. But it's in that moment that 3 of these things appear and drop down on the creature, on the Unav that is approaching you down the hall, and they get to roll dice. That will not hit. That will. Ooh, that crits. So one of them like misses the thing's body. It was going for like its upper arm, and its upper arm moved just in time, but these other 2 kind of hit it on either shoulder and dig in, and the thing doesn't like, it has no vocal cords to like screech, but it's the like proboscis in its bulb like gyrate and clack together as it kind of like a human, its back arches and its legs go forward from the momentum, and it manages to not fall. It catches itself with its arm, but it almost fell, and the things are it did. Oh, hold on. I get to roll damage, and it might not be okay. Let's see about this. All right. Let me make sure my numbers are right. Yep. Okay. it does like stumble. It doesn't fall down on its back, but its arm is holding it up. Its arm, air quotes, and it's like flailing and struggling. And its color, the glow that was like a magenta, did I say magenta? No, it was a maroon. Sorry, it was like a maroon. Turns to like it's a deep blue at first, and then it like flashes to purple, and then back to blue, and to purple to blue. And this is like the glow of like the like swirling like fireflies inside it. As it flails, you can see very clearly this like strobe show of like purple blue, and it's not doing okay. It's more than bloodied at this point, and you all can see that.
Now, this happens while we're backing away, right?
Yes. Does anyone do anything?
Did we already kill all of our ones?
Yes, all the ones that were actively accosting you. The only ones that remain are ones on the ceiling ahead that are waiting in ambush. That Earl, and the ones on him that Earl noticed. He is about 40 feet away at this point, I'll say. If that matters to what anyone wants to do, I can call on each of you in initiative order if you would like, or does anyone have any specific ideas?
I'd like to try and pull it off of the creature.
Yeah. It has two of them on him.
With the grappling hook.
Okay. Your grappling hook has more than 40-foot range, right?
Yeah, it's 30-60.
Yeah. Okay. Which means you'll be making this a disadvantage since I said he was 40.
Can I move 10 feet without getting a
10 feet was like the line of battle that you guys were at, so.
Cool. Alright.
You can attempt to get one of them. Are you attempting to hit AC when you do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, just making sure.
Of the guys. Luckily that just barely hits with a 14.
A 14 does just barely hit, so you
it will take
like into its skull. Into its shell.
It does. I'm allowed to add my dex to the attack, yeah?
It's a ranged weapon.
Alright, so it takes 4 points of kinetic damage.
Yeah.
And I would like to yank it back off of him.
And you just get to do that, right? There's no checks.
As a bonus action, I can activate the reel, pulling yourself to the location if the target is your size or smaller. A creature or object smaller than you is pulled to you.
Alright, so you yank it off its one shoulder. It was hit by two of them. There's still another. But it and you pull it. How far does it go? Does it come to you, or
it comes to me? So if anyone wanted to be in the waiting to slash at it or something,
I imagine Ray is all for that. Yes. The spear can be ready, so you just roll an attack when it comes in range of you. If you were readying that.
Yep. While she's doing that, Nyx is also kind of picking up what Ash is kind of picking up.
Mm-hmm.
And he will fire his blaster on the other one that is on the creature.
All right, do it.
Natural 20.
Oh, tell me about that damage.
Roll that damage with advantage.
Oh yeah, you get to do that once a turn.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot I could roll my damage with.
This is why I'm here.
Get yourself one, folks.
Yeah. All right. So I roll double the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot to add brutal. I know I was forgetting to do something with this combat. I forgot to add my brutal dice to all my fucking damage. All right. That's gonna be 19 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, it's dead. You just snipe it off this creature's other shoulder, and it stops flailing, but it's the tips of the bulbs at its feet and the tips of the bulbs at its hands are trembling, and it's still the strobe is slower now, but it's still going blue, purple, blue, purple.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
So I was listening to old episodes of our lovely podcast here.
That you can listen wherever pods are cast.
Yes, exactly. We listen to wherever podcasts are heard.
Be sure to plug our podcast on our podcast. This is the way.
Please do. This is the way. Anyway.
Do you mean our podcast, Star Wars the First
And
Edition?
I forgot I still have that guy's grenade.
You do indeed. Oh boy. Okay.
So
Ash still has a breaching charge as well.
I do. I'm saving it.
So, Justin, how many more of these things are there? I know that there's a few of them invisible. I can't see. So, can I roll to generalize the rolls so this way?
Hold on. I need to check the damage on this grenade. Give me 1 second. The damage in the range is more so what
tool that will help us later.
I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's a 10-foot radius. Yeah.
I want to cause a cave-in.
No, but I want to make sure these things don't fucking chase us either.
Yeah. It is a fragmentation grenade.
Okay.
So it won't, like, make a fireball, right? Fragmentation grenades just go poof, and the shrapnel's what'll get you more than anything, right? That's the point.
Correct, yes. Yes.
So this is how this can go down. You pull out that grenade and...
Thermal detonator.
No, this is a grenade. Thermal detonator is different. Those explode.
Oh.
They're thermal, right? You know, they make a fireball.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
And so, but this is a kind of... It's about as old-fashioned as it can get, right? This is grenades, grenade tech, you know, just... Gotcha. It just needs a
pin and hammer,
a charge, a pin and hammer, and things inside it to spread out and kill anything within that 10-foot radius, right?
Yes, correct.
Cal and Earl will notice you like pull out the grenade, and you're looking up just like Earl is, and he'll look at the grenade, pause. He'll like tilt his head to like take in what kind of grenade it is, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I think that'll work. It better at least."
It's better than nothing. I'll go ahead and I'll charge it and then throw it.
Yeah. There up on the ceiling though, Cal, can you help?
Yeah.
Just give it a touch with the... He does the hand wave.
I love that that's become the inside joke.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're doing too? Nobody can say the Force? Is the Force a slur now?
Yeah, they're not one is...
Yeah, children watching.
The Empire's made it so. So...
The Empire's not here.
He points and gives a specific, like, there's about 4 or 5 that he can make out. In fact, this is what he was gonna do anyway. He rears back with the pickaxe in one arm, just like crosses it across his body, and then slams it into the wall, and it makes the wall shake, and dust like spreads from the ceiling downward and kind of like outlines these invisible creatures. You can see the cone shapes in the dust in that moment when he does that, and says, "Now be the time."
Gotcha. All right, I throw it.
And Cal,
what do I need?
I'm not gonna make you. Tossing grenades and other things are like casting spells for martial classes. You just pick a point and throw it. There's really no because it's just a 1 pound ball, right? Like what's to fail about it?
Right.
And Cal's gonna like hold it in place with the Force, and it's also just a 1 pound ball. I'm not gonna make you roll a check. This is just a good plan, right? So you toss it up. You just forward. Like baseball toss, right? Like with softball toss, upward, up and out, where you see the cone shapes. And Cal, you just put your hand out and leave it there for 1 second to, and then like it pops and roll. Yeah. They're gonna roll a dexterity saving throw, but they'll have disadvantage if they weren't aware. Ooh, they rolled a natural 1.
Cool check.
They rolled a natural 1. And you know what that's gonna mean? Because I think it's cool, because I normally don't do this, but for this moment, because it's cool, you can double the damage. So it's normally 2d6 kinetic for a basic fragmentation grenade.
So it's 46?
Roll 46 kinetic, yeah.
Fuck yeah. 12 damage.
12. They all die.
Fuck yeah.
10 was their HP, so it kind of spins in the air as Cal holds it, and all of these, like, they turn uninvisible as soon as they're hit with this force, and then just drop, plunk, 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 because it's shell first, right?
Right.
And
Can we hand wave actually the one that I pulled back get killed? Because I don't think Raestra actually rolled for that.
Yeah, it would have, with the distance, it would have been just about right. Oh no, Raestra, did you roll that attack with advantage?
No.
Yeah. Sorry, you did. I remember. All right. Yeah, so it definitely, after those drop, Earl just his pickaxe down into the ground into it. It had 4 HP left. There's no way, right? So that appears to be all of them from the dust that he kicked up when he hit the wall. There seems to be nothing more, so there's nothing stopping you from approaching this very injured plant creature who's still, like, the tips of its bulb is trembling still, and it's still, like, slowly, even more slowly, kind of like, how a gaming mouse does, like, oscillating between, like, breathing between purple and blue. But it seems to, like, the shade of purple isn't as vibrant anymore. It's, like, kind of just going through shades of blue now until it gets close to purple and then back to this deep blue.
Gotcha.
Can we help it?
If you desire.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
I look at Cal.
I'll get my reel back minus the thing and I'll go with Cal. Because someone needs to... It's a buddy system.
It is a buddy system.
I mean, if this is a part of a larger colony, and we help it, maybe we can solve this peacefully after all.
That's the idea.
That would be preferable.
Yeah, I have a feeling something's different about this one. I think it's worth a shot.
I agree. Okay. Asha, I guess you're with me?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'll go.
Alright.
I'll follow suit as well.
Yeah. So you guys kind of cautiously, like, walk up to it. It doesn't breathe, right? Like I said, the only thing that resembles breathing is the, like, slowly fading from one color to the other inside it. But it's still, like, the trembling of its bulbs is, like, less now, to the point where, like, you only notice it when you get closer. And it, like, when you get closer, there's, like, your footstep, like, finally, like near it, like, about 5 feet from it. Its bulb, its head bulb kind of raises up to look at you slowly. Look at you. You don't notice any eyes. And it's, like, 3 round-tipped proboscis inside are, like, slowly, like, moving up and down in different frequencies to make it, like, and it's now kind of stays on blue since now that it noticed you and how close you are. It's like a deep blue, like the ocean, and its legs, like, move. It tries to, like, push itself backwards, but quickly, like, doesn't get very far. It, like, it makes a shuffle and moves, like, a foot, and the motion, like, apparently made its wounds up top hurt so much that it collapsed again. So it's kind of, like, sitting up and looking, air quotes, at you all. What do you do?
That's a good question.
Raestra's gonna back off a little bit. She knows she's scary.
I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna light it. I'm gonna pull my lightsaber out of my belt. I'm gonna kind of do that thing where I have both hands up. I'm gonna put the lightsaber sort of on the ground just to show, like, I'm not a threat.
All right. It's like 2 of its, like, bulb proboscis in its head are, like, focused on you and, like, still instead of swaying now.
Can you understand me?
There's no motion and no response. It's just kind of looking, air quotes, at you.
I will take that as a no. What would any other Jedi do? This is a plant creature.
It appears so, yeah.
And I think it's hitting to Cal like, this looks like a plant creature. It's certainly acting like a plant.
Mm-hmm. Well, one that can run and...
Cal is going to sit down on the ground, and he's gonna try and connect to it through the Force.
Alrighty. In that case, roll me a wisdom check, and because of your whole plant motif, and you're making that connection, you may have advantage.
Don't forget you also have the potence aptitude Ash gave you.
Oh yeah, I did
How
use that
does
in
that
battle.
work?
It's a D4. It's Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. A 3 both times?
Roll the potent aptitude. Your wisdom's fine.
Yeah, that would be a 7 total, and plus 2, so 9.
9.
Is there anything any of us could do to help?
A 3 both times.
I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas?
Temporary boost? Slap another D4 on that?
That unfortunately can't stack. So you've already done what
they're
you can.
they're two separately named abilities.
One of them's a spell, one of them's a class ability.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. Yeah, that can happen. Anyone else?
Alright. I'll throw another d4 on there. That's another 2. That's an 11.
Okay. Does anyone have any thoughts before I describe what happens next?
The Raestra cannot help with this.
I'm wondering if I have anything that is particularly helpful. I really don't believe so.
Nyx doesn't really have anything that he could do to help this one, unfortunately.
You full of shit.
I mean, help bandage wounds, maybe?
Nobody's touched it yet, and it appears to, be hesitant about that.
Nyx is still... And Nyx is also kind of cautious about this. Like, up until this point, these things have only attacked us as a group, so Nyx kind of has... He's cautious.
Yeah. Kalshin, you get down on your knees in like one of those, monk prayer ways, right? The back of your legs resting on the back of your calves, in that kind of kneeling position. Your hands, you splay your hands, you put your palms down on your thighs in a way to help meditation, and also to show this creature that you don't have anything in your hands and you don't plan on using your hands to harm it in any way. And you take a deep breath and you reach out to the great tree of the force, and it's there, even down here in these rocky crevices. It's there because life always finds a way, and it's different. It's like you're amongst its root system right now. There's life and life all over, but it's snaking and stretching in all different directions, and it's not as thick, mighty, and tall as it is on the surface, right?
Right.
But there's still like life all around you, all below you, above you, stretching out, reaching far, affecting the world around it. And a little bit of that root is right here in front of you. You feel it strongly. And it's actually rather similar to the emotions you sussed out from Raestra finally. There's a lot of fear radiating from this creature in these moments right now. It's just scared. It's like a child who just was, physically beaten, like something physically hurt this child, and it's desiring to be as far away from the source of that hurt as possible, and doesn't know what to do about anything because it's still hurting. And you can feel that too.
I can feel it hurting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a child is a good way to put it, because you've connected with animals before. This does not seem to have the intellect of an animal. There's more there. There's neuronic activity, right? You don't see a brain in this thing, but it's apparently able to think and feel, versus, most animals just feel and instinct.
Well, if that's the case, then I think I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I will stand up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use a 2nd level heal on it.
Is that a touch spell?
It is not.
No,
wait, shoot. Wait. It is. However.
Okay. However.
I can spend another force point and use distant power and make it work from 30 feet away.
This is why mechanics and systems are cool, folks. I like this. So you stand after you reached out to it, and even its trembling lessened. You all noticed, but Cal's eyes were closed. Its trembling lessened, and its head was tilted one way, and the head bulb tilts the other way as it regards Cal as he does this. And then he stands, and the head bulb follows, And Cal, you simply slowly like just put your hand out. You like raise it level with your face pointed towards this thing and reach out. Continue, like, now that you've made a connection in the Force, you don't do this often because the physical touch really does help with just getting the vibe. You know, Raestra, you would know that like physically touching the vibe of a object creature really like lets you feel what the Force resonance more than anything else would. But you don't want to scare this thing, Cal, so you just kind of reach out with the Force. Anything's possible with the Force. That's what all your masters told you. As long as you're helping preserve life, the Force will help with that. And it does. You kind of picture the roots of the tree coming up from the ground and setting themselves gently on each shoulder, because each of these things' shoulders were attacked, and green like life energy flows and glows into it, to the point where you're picturing all that in your mind's eye, Cal, to help you channel the Force, to help you ask the Force to help. But all of you see that the lights inside this thing fade from that deep blue to a green, to like a lush plant green, slowly from its top to its bottom. How much do you heal it?
Well, let's find out. That's 3 again. Rolling a lot of 3. 6 plus my wisdom. That's 10 health.
Ooh, nice.
And also, if you want to consider Force affinity, that's also when you use a creature regains extra hit points equal to 2 plus the power's level, so that's another 4. That's 14.
Ooh, oh, another 4 after the 14, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Or
no, that's 14 total, because Disciple of Life.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So 14 total. Oh, okay. So another 4. Yeah. It's looking good. It's because this thing isn't made of bark. It's not wood. It is like plant fibrous. It's like a flower, right? And you see like the bits of see-through stuff like come in and weave in and close those wounds as its glowing turns green, and its glowing stays green and pulsates ever so slightly like a breathing, and its bulbs stop trembling, and it like raises 2 hand bulbs and like moves them as if like turning its palms towards itself and then away, and it like bends its legs, and it's strange to watch. Like it's as if it's like if I was sitting down and I had no hip joints, I could just get up by bending my legs all the way and then pushing myself up. That's what this thing does. And it like rises slowly, and its head is still like, its head bulb is still looking at you, Cal. It dropped its spear when it fell, and it's not even looking towards the spear, actually. It's not even reaching. Everyone, no, I don't know would this be vibe check or perception check? No, let's make it perception. Cal, you can have advantage because of your Force connection with it.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's good. Would you believe me if I said that I rolled the same number twice again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What a night.
It's much better. I got a 16. It's just
okay.
What
did everyone else get?
8.
9.
4.
Cal. You know, there's like a pause. It appears to like not be moving. It's like, because it doesn't even breathe. There's no even like steady, like slight movement like us. And you know, we humans can't stand perfectly still. It's just impossible for us. Something has to be, but this thing can stand perfectly still. So it's just like as if it's a statue before you all. And you all are kind of focused on the glowing and its body language, right? Which doesn't change. It's kind of just standing there. But Cal, you notice, especially since you're kind of, with how tall it is, you're looking at its like chest torso area, your eye level with it. The lights inside are like fireflies. They're little pinpricks. And they're moving. They're like swaying and dancing and swirling. And with that number, there's nothing too definitive about it, but you're starting to think like there's a pattern. there's something's repeating in the movement, and something seems more than just the swaying of dust in the wind to this movement.
Huh.
You figure something out?
I believe so. This is definitely a new creature, a strange one, but it's certainly alive. It's able to think and feel.
Well, feeling's certainly a new one.
Well, I noticed it was hurt. I do what I do to things that are hurt.
Did you connect with it?
In a sense. I wonder if it's territorial.
If it's territorial, it would be attacking us.
This is enough time for it to, like, because the stuff's been, like, swirling inside it for a few, like, as you guys talk, and it, like, turns its bulb head to you guys and back to Cal, and it seems to have noticed, like, you're making vibrations in the air and your weird mouth things are flapping, you know. But it doesn't know what to do about that. What it does finally is it, like, reaches a bulb arm forward towards you, Cal, slowly, and it touches your chest, and when it does, the lights inside it kind of travel down its arm and coalesce and dance, like they're making this swirling, they're making a very clear, like, counterclockwise swirl near you, and then it removes its hand from your chest and it just extends the hand down the hall where it came from, and the swirl is still happening, and it looks back to the party again and then turns its body and starts walking down the hall.
I think it wants us to follow it.
Did we make a
How do
friend?
we know this isn't a trap? Completely two different reactions.
If you are afraid, is he gonna kill us?
Is it a trap? Did we make a friend?
The duality of man.
I think.
Oh, I see where your priorities lie.
I think Ash is right. I think it's.
It definitely wants us to follow us. I'm with Cal, and honestly, I think we'll get some answers one way or the other. I can
see I'm outvoted, so.
Well, I've made weirder friends.
It's weird. I'm still, the only way I can say it is this doesn't feel like the other ones. There's something different.
Friendly? Non-hostile?
It's a little more than
that's
that.
The one you're looking for.
I can't put my finger on it.
It certainly would be weird to bite the hand that fed you, so.
Do you guys follow it?
Anyways.
It's just kind of like a dinosaur, like those like big long like a bantha. Roll credits.
That will never not be funny.
So it's just kind of slowly, like a giraffe. A giraffe can run, but when it walks, it's just like kind of toof, 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 you know. And it, you know, picks up its spear like casually. It doesn't turn it towards any of you. It doesn't, and it holds it like not in a way that it's about to spin or stab with it. It's kind of just holding it near the top, right?
Right.
And it continues forward, and you guys turn a corner, and there's just like it's eerily quiet because again, like these things apparently don't audibly communicate in any sort of way. Only it's like heavy footfalls. It's like bulbs at the bottom of its legs.
Right.
And there's another moment where every single one of you at the same time just feel like someone's following you.
I look behind my shoulder.
As you do, the plant creature does as well. The Unav, it's like in unison, but there's nothing behind you.
What is this bullshit?
That's where we'll stop.
Star Wars First Resistance is a live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast using the Star Wars 5e system, which can be accessed for free at sw5e.com. Our podcast features the player talent of BubblingBrooke as Ashaa-kai, Silver Keyblade as Calchin Phimiir, Ben Lepard as Nyx, HitenNoRuroni as Raestra Akkan, and this Justin as the Game Master. You can find links to our social medias in the description. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please, we would love it if you left a positive review, commented, and shared this with your friends. We can't thank you enough for listening to us goof around and tell stories, and we hope you'll join us on next episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.